Away! I did it! I was just sitting at my computer and I was just like, I should just stream right now. Why do I wait? I ate my dinner, I did my dishes, and I'm ready for some stories. Yeah, we're not going to be doing user submitted prompts, so don't worry. If it's not on the schedule, I'm not going to be doing stories, but I'll be doing impromptu stuff. Just improv, random scenarios, random prompts you come up with in chat right now. And yeah, and then we'll just go from there. So, I want to do another text adventure prompt. Let's see what we haven't done yet. The caves one did intrigue me. And the caves one, it was a coin flip between that and the Centurious Captain. So we're going to do that. Thank you, Sync Chan, for creating this scenario. Little cave exploration, survival, dungeon crawl. With a sudden lurch, you start awake. The pain in the back of your head leaves little clues as to how you got in your current predicament. Though they're slow to adjust as your eyes begin to focus on the only source of light in this bleak cell, a horrid realization falls upon you. You must be in the caves of Vault Dam. Sweeping your attention about the room, you see nothing but the stone walls surround you, the mortar long since rotten and the stones damp, almost weeping moisture onto the dirt floor. Hanging from the brazier which loosely hangs to the fetid wall, a pale flickering torch is your only hope. Beside it, a wooden door, soggy and rotten through, hangs loosely from its rusty hinges. After taking in the situation, you slowly gather your strength and stagger to your feet. It takes a couple tries, but you find your legs are up to the task. Though slowed from your injury, you can move. Leaning on the wall for support, you make your way towards the torch and door. Use escape rope. What's up, Sure? You know the legends of this place. There are monsters here and deadly traps beside, but you cannot stay in this room. You know if you wish to survive, your only hope is to venture outside this bleak cell and into the labyrinth. Alright. Grab your plastic bag of toilet wine and enter the labyrinth and step outside your cell.
As soon as you exit the stone chamber, your mind is assaulted by the stench of rot and decay.
That's the
A
toilet
wave of
wine.
nausea washes over you, but you force yourself not to vomit. Slowly, you pick your way through
the dark hallway until you reach another open doorway. Hey, Ellen. Oh, thank you.
A famous wine here in Michigan.
Yeah.
That only comes out this time of year.
Yes, Witch's Brew. It's balls is here.
It is a spiced red wine.
Yeah. Did they kill the Emperor? I don't, you know what? I think they left it up for imagination. And what's up, anime? Yep, I said I was going to do it, and then I was like, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Ellen says hello as well to everybody.
Who's the Rust Box?
Huh?
Who's that?
He's the guy.
Who's Rust Box though?
Huh?
Who is he?
I don't know.
Is he a new fan? Or is
Huh?
he
He's been around for a little bit.
you talk about anime, you talk about Visa.
Yeah.
The guy from Germany. I've never heard about Rust Box.
Well,
Nice to meet you, Rust Box.
There you go.
Sorry, the Rust Box.
A French Canadian viewer. Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jim Paul,
Yeah.
me.
Wee wee. Thanks for the wine, Alan. Huh? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Some fresh chocolate chip cookies. Yes, anime. I'm hoping to do more of them now. I had a lot of a busy everything, but hopefully for the foreseeable future, much more streaming get in place. All right. You knock on the door. And enter cautiously.
The room beyond is larger than the one before. The ceiling above is much higher and there are windows lining two opposite sides. The furnishings in the room are sparse, consisting mainly of rusted iron bars, some
old crates and several large barrels standing up against the far wall. Alright, more jail cells, more storage. Open one of the crates and hunt and look for food. Oh well.
There are no apples or potatoes inside.
Why would you give specific
However,
examples?
you do spot a few pieces of cheese and a moldy loaf of bread. The latter seems more appealing, so you quickly tear off a hunk of the hard crust and stuff it into your mouth.
Moldy piece of bread was more appealing than cheese? This guy must be, lactose. Tempt fate. And gobble down the cheese. Ignoring your own lactose intolerance. Yeah, you could use any kind of food. Butter on moldy bread.
Not bad, you say between bites. I'll take these.
Ah.
You pull out the remaining cheese and pack it away into your pocket. Now for the bread. As you turn back to the crate, however, something catches your eye.
Oh. Some jewels? Oh, hell yeah.
At first glance, you think you might have found a weapon of sorts, a rusty sword leaning against the side of the crate.
Okay.
Curious, you bend closer and examine the blade.
Sure, why not? Probably not. She is done with work. She is out for the day, so... Oh boy, I'm scared to click this.
It looks like a normal short sword, but the steel is too soft and weak to be used as a cutting tool.
It's like a long butter knife. Long, soft butter knife. I remember there was some controversy over that. I don't know why. I don't keep on the ninja train. Pick up the sword and swing it around. Just wildly. You know, you gotta test it out. If it's gonna break mid-swing.
The blade rings sharply as you test the weight. It feels sturdy enough. For now, at least, you decide to keep the sword.
All right. Anime, yeah. I'm hoping for the whole month to do spooky stories. So we're in a weird cave jail.
With the meager supplies gathered, you start to search the rest of the cell.
A weird ooze creeps through the wall. You run out of the cell you were searching, and the ooze quickly takes the form of a blank.
Slimy, green hand reaching out to you.
Mm.
You can't tell if the creature is real, but you know that the best course of action is to get the hell out of the cell.
New from WWE. Instead of hell in the cell, it's hell out of the cell.
You head back to the other cell and check the door.
Man, slimy green hands. We gotta high five it. I mean, we've had 100% success rate of high fiving slime or bones and it working out, so. I think you have to train with it for 6 hours now to be considered untrained. Yeah. We just gotta swing at the wall until we get a skill point. You reconsider. And go back to high five the slimy green hand.
This time, you don't hesitate. With a quick series of high fives, you grab the handle and yank open the door.
Okay.
A sudden blast of air and the stink of rot nearly knocks you to your knees.
At first, you are worried, but then you realize the ooze man is just giving you a friendly ooze hug. The ooze greets you and says, "Hello, meatbag. My name is..." Oh, that's a great name for ooze.
Sloth. I am a slime. Do you want to play?
Hell yeah.
Sure, you shout. Sloth giggles and a moment later you are both rolling across the floor of the cell.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let me tell you about my best friend. He's a rotting pile of slime that I found in a jail cell. Hey, what's up, Hank? Man, I should be streaming earlier. Yeah, I can run that next. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably boot up an instance next. After we're done with this story. Can you run in your end in the background so it'll load in the background? Oh, I have to let it load? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Gotcha. Aha. It did generate a captcha. You gotta try enhanced computer first. Respect the queue. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try that. Eventually it will be every few hours. Depends on your general usage. Okay. You and Sloth share a bowl of delicious butter. There's a note on the bowl that says property of Jason from AiPD. Ah.
You're not sure what an AiPD is, but you are pretty damn glad to have the food.
Yeah, straight butter.
After finishing your meal, you return to your cell to find it empty.
Hello, real golden tusk. Ah. Yeah, let me check. Do do boop beep boop boop. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that it did not come up with a anything. It just was like, eh. Yeah, there we go. You got it, sure. You remember what AiPD stands for. We know what happens if you have too much butter. You become the eater of the universe. Yeah. What's up, Biz? Artificial Insemination Police Department? Could be. You remember what AiPD stands for.
Adventure Interactive Program Division.
Okay.
You've heard rumors that this place is where they send people who can't hack it in the outside world. But you've never been able to figure out how they knew you weren't cut out for life on the surface.
What, just because I make friends with ooze and I'm okay with the smell of rot? I'm not okay to live amongst the norms? That's better than what it actually stands for? Our Adventure Interactive Program Division? I'm putting that one down. I'm saving that one. That is a good one. I'm just going to never answer what people think AiPD is. The computer's always going to answer for me. Always in polite disputes. The bestest apes, yeah. I love its pronunciation. Sorry, I'm loading up this cobalt, so it'll be next. Okay, here we go. Now it's downloading stuff. Anal Interrogation Police Department. Sometimes it means that. Alright, I think that's going now. You and Sloth decide that it is time to reunite with the surface dwellers. Whether they want you to or not.
As you exit the cell, the stench of rot is so strong it almost makes your eyes water.
You know what? We just gotta get over that if we're gonna be friends with Sloth. Yeah.
Forcing yourself to ignore the nausea and smell, you follow the path of slime back to the main cavern.
The main cavern is very large. And you decide it would be funny to yell, "Hey, you guys! And so you do. Sloth barded, yeah.
But you don't, because it might be a trap.
No. Hold on. I guess I don't. I do, but I don't.
Instead, you proceed cautiously down the long hallway toward the sound of splashing.
Oh, another friend? If you streamed 2 hours earlier, it would be more European friendly. That's possible, Hank. I can accommodate.
The sound of the pool grows louder and you make your way down the hall, passing several doors until you reach a large, open chamber at the end.
All-inclusive party deal. Now that's a great coupon. The AiPD.
It looks like a small lake. The entire room is covered in a thick layer of sludge, and the only clear patch appears to be near the center, where there is an island of rock jutting out of the muck.
You swim in the muck and head for the rock where you stand up and see a cave in a cave.
A cave.
That's where Golem sits, yeah.
The cave is pitch black and smells like rotting flesh.
A common theme in this cave. I don't think we need to say it over and over again.
You enter the cave, which is about 10 feet tall and 5 wide. You crawl inside and immediately notice a pair of glowing red eyes staring down at you.
10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. Without hesitation, you hold up your hand for a high five. You hold up your hand, ready to accept a high five. Febreze 100-gallon sized. We're gonna clean up this cave.
The glow of the eyes intensifies and a slimy, green hand reaches out to
sloth.
you. You take the hand and the two of you begin to roll around the cave.
I am also
named Sloth. The hand is warm and soft, but also incredibly sticky.
We're not gonna question it. The smell finally starts to get to you. And so you find Febreze 100-gallon size and decide to clean the cave to rid it of that foul, awful stench. Rolling around at the speed of sound, playing with my muck monster friends, and I don't even care.
You spray the area and then move to the next part of the cave. You are surprised by the number of monsters in this section of the caves. You have to constantly watch out for the many types of creatures that roam these halls, including giant rats, vicious spiders, and even a pack of...
Oh, please. A pack of what? Oh, well, that's not good.
Hungry wolves.
Oh.
One of the monsters is a huge slug monster that seems to have a bit more intelligence than the other animals.
Whoa!
You are wary of the creature, but it only follows you and does not seem to pose any real threat.
You... Don't worry, we have Slime on, yeah. You ask Sloth and your new slime friend if they can communicate. with the slug monster. And maybe if it... let's just see if it can communicate before we start asking things of the sloth monster, or the slug monster.
Sloth laughs and says, "Sure. I'll talk to him."
Okay.
Sloth begins talking with the monster. "Hello there," Sloth says cheerfully.
What's up, Cairo? Yes, I am doing a longer stream today. And an impromptu stream. But hopefully, the more I do it, the less impromptu it is, and it just becomes part of the regular schedule. Tell the monster to fuck off. Yeah.
The monster doesn't respond.
Maybe it just needs some tough loving. You interrupt. Sloth attempts at peaceful communication and yell, "Fuck off! You fat piece of hot steaming crap." If you're not helping us escape, then get the fuck out of our way.
Sloth ignores you.
I wasn't talking to you, Sloth.
You continue yelling, "Hey, asshole. You're going to have to do better than that."
I feel
"I'm
bad
sorry,"
now.
Sloth says. He's having trouble understanding me.
Remember the text synth website I told you about? It's a text completion service online. Ah. Does your extension auto-select the text, or is that you? It's me. I was trying to do it, but first, I just make it so I double-click on a HTML element, and it reads whatever text it has inside. It just drills down. I would like to work on it someday to make it more sophisticated. That might work with Cobalt AI then. Anime, do you know how long you'll be streaming today? For a bit. Probably at least till normal time, like 10 or something. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how the motion of... Oh, here we go. Updating to French. Let's go Frenchie. You tell Sloth that you were talking to the slug monster and not him. You apologize profusely. And then pull out your sword to attack the silent slug.
You swing the blade of your sword and cut through one of the legs on the slug monster, but it just keeps moving forward.
I don't think slugs have legs. They're just a big old slug pile.
It is too late to run, so you turn and face the beast.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, yeah. You are correct, Hank. Thank you. You have a brilliant idea. You throw the crumpled cheese from earlier in hopes that the salt from the cheese will shrivel the slug monster.
The slug monster stop and stare at you.
Oops.
Then it slowly raises its left arm and brings it down hard onto the ground, shattering the rock beneath it and creating a small crater.
Uh-oh.
The slug monster turns away, leaving you alone with your terror.
Alright, he's really giving us a lot of openings. Almost finished with season 4 of The Walking Dead. Have you seen it? I stopped after season 1. Yeah, it became more of like just a drama, and the kind of zombies took a back seat to it. It's kind of less. I guess once you find like a civilization or a group, it's kind of like, well, we're not on the day-to-day scared from zombies. We can go to sleep and shit, which takes away a lot of attention. And another thing is probably maybe don't have so many seasons of it. But the disease still exists. The disease is the main enemy. So yeah. That's weird too. Now it's a disease show. You are... Rick never learned how to say Carl either. Carl! Can't they just burn it? Yeah. You double down and attack the slug monster from behind. You notice a weak point. Give me that weak point.
The underside of the thing.
Okay.
You slash at the exposed flesh and slice open a deep wound in the back of the slug monster. It lets out a blood-curdling scream as you stab the monster over and over again.
Cool. Carl. Yeah, Carl. You just can't say Carl. You notice treasure that the slug monster must have eaten. You pull it out and see that it is the magical amulet of blank. I can't do Cory, but I will take over reading it. I'm willing to refund you for that, or choose something else. Cory and I kind of sound alike, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. It's too close to call. I'll just take over reading, unless you want to change it to something else, and I'll oblige. You and Cory look alike. Yeah. German? Okay. German D coming up. Everybody loves that German D. It's been a while since we had German D.
You take the amulet and immediately feel a surge of energy. You become aware of the power within you, and the world becomes a brighter place.
Well, okay. Look at that.
You laugh in delight and realize how much the monsters here have been holding you back.
Well, except for Sloth. I mean, you know, just because he smells like shit doesn't mean he's holding me back. He offered me very fun companionship rolling around, getting all gooey and stinky. You free Sloth and his ooze kind from the cave and start a settlement on the surface for ooze kind.
Your life has never felt more complete.
Wow.
Plus you gain experience points.
Yep.
Sternchen you find a magic item.
Oh.
Sternchen Sternchen you discover an ancient secret of the caves. Raute you find a hidden passage to the outside world.
Lots of stuff. Shastam. Sticky undertale. Yeah, I guess in a way. All right, let's see if this... Okay, here we go. Cobalt has finished loading. All right, we can start. All right, that looks good. Let's see if I can increase. Yep. All right, we'll try to keep collab open in the background, but should be good to go. Thank you, Hank. Okay. Let's try a Cobalt adventure. Anybody got a suggestion for a prompt? Just a one-sentence thing. You are blank, and you're doing blank. Random story generator? Oh. I think I'll stick with the one action. I don't think it's worth the waiting for the multiple action. Oh, random story generator. Is it? Can I just do new game? Wait. If you want, in the new menu, there's a built-in handcanator. Oh, random story. Fuck yeah, let's do that. Story genre suggestions. I'll take a genre then. Actually, we might do that next. I'll take Rustbox. You are Trinity, and you are searching for Neo in the Matrix. I like that. Nice and simple. Here we go. Matrix plots. Yeah, we're getting ready. We could be writing the actual script to Matrix 4. Who knows? We could be spoiling the whole thing for everybody. It's not going to program the TPU? Okay. I don't know what TPU stands for, but I trust you. It's Google's version of a GPU. Ah. Well, I'll be. Titty processing the unit. You load Matrix 4. Oh, here we go. You are Trinity, and you are searching for Neo in the Matrix. You know he is being held by the machines, but have no idea where it is within the Matrix. Big problem, Trinity. This is a power plant of some sort. You're guessing this was part of the environment before the machines turned it into a prison. Well, what is it, a prison or a power plant? There is no spork. You see a guard tower up ahead with guards patrolling on its roof. You use your powers of Mole Fu and dig into the prison. You dig into a random cell where you find ... You hack the guards? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, okay. What good luck. You find Neo sitting in a chair with his arms and legs shackled to the other chairs. Oh, wow, he's just tied to other chairs. He's not even tied to like a bar or anything. Neo, you can get up. You're just shackled to chairs. Like the chairs can move. He's surprised to see you. Trinity? Is that you? I thought they killed you. And how did you get free? He asks. It's me. but someone else help me get out of there. Are you okay? I'm fine. Ace dialogue for... I can break these cuffs. Neo says, I can break these cuffs. And you reply, you can't break those cuffs. And Neo screams in exhaustion. In exhaustion? Yeah, there we go. Which alerts the guards. The lead guard walks forward. What's going on here? As he approaches, you decide to show off. Look, he's able to walk around and talk now. But he still has complete control over his muscles. If I let him go, he'll be able to run away from us. Impossible! Say what? The guard questions. Say what? Oh my god, Biz. You lie. You attempt to bluff. You lie. You attempt to deceive the guard and say, oh boy, big old block of text. I am the architect. I created the Matrix. I've been waiting for you. You have many questions, and although the process has altered your consciousness, you are made irrevocably human. I know how to say that. I just don't know how to. Ergo, some of my answers you will understand, and some of them you will not. Concordantly, while your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or not realize it is also irrelevant. Wow. Quite the bluff. Hank, I just realized that Google extensions I only have enabled for the NovelAI domain, but I will try hacking on that tomorrow. What's up, Gamerzone? Hey. Concordantly, the guard stops walking and backs away. Why were we brought back, you ask? That is an impossibly large metaphysical question. One that exceeds our capabilities to answer. Can you bring back the past? Not the past itself, but certain events in the future. Yeah, this sounds right up Matrix script territory. Yes! Good to see you have returned, Gamerzone. It's the weird bit in the second film that makes no sense. Yeah. I feel like a lot of these second films where they just know that they're going to have 3, like, they just have no attempt to make the second one an actual movie. It's just like the second act of nothing. Like, it's so odd. Oh my god, anime. Alright. While you were rattling off nonsense, you had Tank send you Mossberg 500 shotgun and a Barrett 50 cal. Dual wield, even though I'm pretty sure either one you could not fire single-handedly. Having completed your task, you watch the fireworks display of shooting 2 high-powered guns. $1 billion seems like a lot of all at once. But when you think about it, a single life is worth much less than that. A few $1 million could save hundreds of lives. Perhaps humanity will take notice and stop shitting on the world instead of destroying it. Except... ... You say... Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, I like that too. You say... Oh no, Neo crapped his pants. Being in the Matrix is giving him a bad case of diarrhea. A long pause follows after you post this comment. Posted? I said it. Eventually, the voice posts again. Interesting. How do you know Mr. Anderson so well if you weren't together? Because I made him pretend we were together. It went really badly, and now he hates me. Ain't that the truth? Another long pause. Why would that happen? Why would someone fake a relationship for any reason? Do you know any women ever? Dating Mr. Anderson. I like that turn, though. You hear a phone ring nearby, and you rush over to answer it. It is Mr. Anderson. And he sounds drunk. He sounds very drunk. Starring Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Hello? Fucking hell. You missed me, Anderson says. Hey, asshole. What happened with the funding? Well, unfortunately, the people decided that they wanted more creative input, and I convinced everyone that we should put the money towards something that would benefit everyone, such as a drug that would make the participants feel happier, even if they didn't actually improve the quality of life. So like a sugary placebo? Like candy or something? I don't know. Why do you persist? You tell Mr. Anderson. Oh, this is a bad time to mention that I've in fact called checkmate. With an orbital cannon costing my friend $750,000 to fire. The choice of how you want to change the way you meet your demise is down to you. Oh, hell yeah. That is quite the bluff, Gamerzone. Is Google spamming with captures, or is it being mild now? I don't see any captures, so it seems to be good. Thank you. Static sound for several seconds. He just doesn't know how to reply. Check, Mr. Anderson sighs heavily. Mate, you gotta buy back your death slot. Your death slot? Otherwise, I can play anywhere along the front line. Huh? He is bluffing us with nonsense. They don't seem to mind it too much since it helps the zombies contain... Oh, now there's zombies everywhere? Provided I don't come up with the right... I don't come right up against the capital city. Christ, I think I got a cyst on my brain! Oh my god. How do you know that, Mr. Anderson? I think either I have a sinus headache or it's a cyst on my brain. Yeah, t-shirt. Christ, I think I got a cyst on my brain. I can't stop singing this song. That explains it perfectly, yeah. While Mr. Anderson was on the phone, you managed to place a mechanical strip tracker to find his location. The shrimps are the best animals for directions and finding things. You didn't know. And that's just because we never know enough about shrimp. You fish around in the water until you find a small device capable of tracking movement. Okay. Well, the shrimp tracker. Pressing a button, you pinpoint his exact location. That's like literally what I just typed in. It is interesting to note that though you place the tracker carefully, using math functions and geometric techniques learned in CAP, only a simple magnetism trick allowed you to locate him accurately. A compass? A simple magnetism trick? You mean a compass? It's in the Matrix 1. Agents insert one of into Neo's belly button. Oh, the shrimp tracker. Yeah. I didn't realize that was what it's called. That's the street name for it. I called it the icky belly button the tampon. Also known as the bullshit detector. Shit dar. I heard that Lawrence Fishburne's character has been recast with a younger actor, even though the other cast members remain the same. Yeah, I want to... Now that's the movie I want to see about why Lawrence Fishburne isn't in the new one. Have they said? Has anybody read anything about why that is? Did he say something, or was he just busy with something else? Because I don't see Lawrence Fishburne in any top-tier movies, so I imagine this is just a script for the canceled Matrix movie at this point. I think so. A Fishburne-style mockumentary. You receive a package from Mr. Anderson that contains adult diapers. Magical elements are always useful. Besides diapers, you also discover a card explaining everything that transpired. That's a long card. On the plus side, it does confirm that your actions saved the planet. What? I did nothing! I felt like I was doing absolutely dog shit nothing. On the plus side, it does confirm... Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you won't be sharing in the profits. You know, that's just like someone who saves the planet. You know, you never get the true reward. Would have been in the film, but they didn't even offer him the role. Ooh, yeah. He had to have burned a bridge or been like, I am not... I don't know. To not even be offered me. I mean, it's a Matrix 4. That's like AAA. So that was quite some moolah that was on the table. So I wonder who he pissed off to not get in there. You question what you did to save the planet. Yeah. If someone explains something, then it has less of an impact. Maybe he's actually in the film and they're keeping the secret. You know what? That could be Cairo. That could be the biggest troll. I don't think so, though. Why would they keep it a secret? Unless it's part of some, like, plot twist thing. When you return to the island, you search for Charlie and Cory. After finding them in the dining hall, you explain what occurred. Cory? Both of them are saddened to hear about the loss of Bowie, but maintain a confident demeanor. They believe you acted heroically to prevent mass genocide. Again, I don't know what I did. Indeed, the entire island community is willing to share its resources to help rebuild and recover. Okay. I think we did it. The loss of Bowie. You know, the loss of Bowie touched a lot of people. David Bowie. Is there life on Mars? All right. I think that's a good end to that. The entire Matrix reels from the death of David Bowie. David Bowie wasn't in the Matrix, right? He didn't have a bit part or anything. Let's just say this. You got the bad guy a Snickers and he calmed down. Yeah. This has all been an ad for Snickers. Matrix 4, they brought it back just for Snickers ad. We could try a fully random story by not adding a genre. Okay. I am down. Let's try that. Oh, actually, let me save. Download story as JSON. Here we go. New game. Random story. Fully random. Super random. If you use the save function, it saves to your Google Drive. Ah, now it's on my account. Okay, great. Otherwise, you have to upload them. Okay. Good to know. All right. Once upon a time, there was a poor wartime farmer who had to move from his farm because of the local evil king's land reclamation project. The good father gave all his money to his 3 sons, who were also students, and told them to go into debt for college. Wow, is this my dad? Go into debt for college? That's not how this works. Yeah. Blank submit to generate more. Yeah, I'm curious. He then moved so far away to someplace less shady and broke up with his girlfriend because he wanted his son to succeed in life. Ooh, messy family dynamic. All this made him a nice old man that everyone liked. Yeah, that guy's been through some shit. I imagine he's pretty humble. Sadly, none of his former girlfriends or even any current girls in general would have anything to do with him due to his past relationship and with their mothers. Whoa! He's a motherfucker. Study debt for college or go into it for college. Yeah. You are his son, Jebediah. And you decide that the one thing you can do for your father is to help him get a new girlfriend. You wake up late one morning, planning on spending the day studying. However, something keeps pulling at your attention. Several of your school friends seem to be having trouble paying their rent. Whew, this is too real. Each month seems like another one quits or gets kicked out of their homes. While you appreciate the free room and board, what? Oh, we're spoiled as hell. You'd really prefer to save yourself some cash if possible. What? You're not paying rent. It just seems like we're squandering away cash at that point. If we're, I wish I could relate to all my friends. You go to class and meet your new professor. An attractive woman in her 50s that you think would be perfect for your dad. After a long commute, you'll finally arrive at the university and take a moment to relax before heading off campus and finding your way to Dad's office. Passing through the main gate, you notice that the statue depicting the wizard erotically penetrating the knight looks pretty damaged. Damn, Dad. You gotta settle down with your statues. People are attacking that thing. That thing is very offensive to some people. You know, you can't have full penetration just out in public. I mean, I know you got the gate there, but people could just hop the gate. I mean, clearly. You notice the PG-18. Isn't that a farmer? Yeah, I guess he's done pretty well. Is that a whoopee? It's a statue whoopee, I think so. You notice the penis of the knight. has been broken off and thrown through one of your dad's office windows. Your dad notices you and comes outside to greet you. You, Dad. Hello, hello, boy. Hey, Dad, I brought my phone so we can look up words together. That's just a hobby they do? I saw those knights fuck each other in the ass when they were killing people. And the wizard got just on the princess's dress. They didn't stop her from marrying the prince, though. Why did you tell me that? Oh, Dad. Oversharing always. Whoever threw the bus must have had a big dick, yeah. You need a big dick to throw a big dick. You ask your dad what happened to the statue and who defaced it. Your dad begins to do the usual lie about going to pick you up from kindergarten, but you interrupt him. What? Remember how I used to pick you up from kindergarten? No, Dad, you never did that. Oh, well, I guess that's why I never remember. Dad, why does the story about Rapunzel not include magic breasts? What? The story of Rapunzel, the crown goes to the first person to climb down the tower. What? Climb down the tower? How is it both so lucid and random at the same time when you play it? I'm telling you, Hank, I am chaos incarnate, so the AI generated that. Yeah, I didn't type that. Twitch mods, if you're watching, that was the AI. You tell your dad about your new professor. And have and imply that they should meet. Yeah. This is not the porn AI model, but it's becoming the porn AI model. I feel like reverse Rapunzel is definitely a sex move. Lots of hair, I imagine. After class, you approach Dr. Gassi about your situation. She, of course, is sympathetic. Oh, yes. I understand. Your father worried about you becoming too attached to your teachers. But I told him how much I appreciated all his work on behalf of the university. You know, all that farming he does to feed everybody. I'm sure he'll be happy to know that I will be seeking shelter under his roof whenever I need. Now that is a way to say, I'm gonna have sex with your dad whenever I feel like it. Yeah. Yeah, your dad's super weird. Okay. Oh, I like that. You head home and notice a file left out by your father. You open it and see that it contains your dad's arrest records. I'm waiting for the secret Jeremy Clarkson appearance. Oh my god. Why did I win the jump? I want to know the arrest record. A few weeks later, you attend your next lecture given by Professor Gassi. She discusses the various theories behind Eskimos and glaciers, as well as their effect on the Earth. Well, glaciers, I feel like, way exceed what Eskimos do. But what do I know? As always, she treats you with the respect afforded to a student by simply asking you questions and writing notes during her discussion. Class ends and you once again seek out your father. Retry. We need more info. Yeah, hold on. I think we can just grill her. You meet with your father and start listing his many crimes. You sit across your father who's always reading a newspaper. His face isn't angry yet, but you're fairly certain you're going to find out when you return home. For now, however, you're going to list every crime you remember him committing. He killed someone? You? You ask? Who? Yeah, he killed somebody. Okay. I guess that's... it didn't specify that his arrest record was long, but killing someone is quite the deed. Yeah, Biz, I'm also curious about one of these theories. The Eskimos are solely responsible for global warming because they use ice and they put it in their hot cocoa beverages. Later, Carol. Expect more early streams, so maybe you could catch us more. But bye-bye. They're using up all the ice. It's, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen, but I had a history teacher in high school that, like, for like a month went into the Kennedy assassination, and he was like showing us like autopsy photos, and it was all conspiracy based. And I go, this is odd. This is very odd. He was also like the JV football coach. And I was like, this doesn't seem like, this isn't in a book. Why is he talking about this? And I brushed it off at the time. But the more I look back at that, I go, what? That was really fucked up of him to do. And so I imagine this college professor is just using her platform to spread Eskimo conspiracy theories. That's the damn Eskimos using up all their ice. Blaming poor big oil and big gasoline. And when it's just them damn Eskimos. You tell your father what you learned about Eskimos and glaciers. That's probably something the rest of the teachers know about, and it's worse to confront them about it. Yeah, I could see that too. They're like, well, we're desperate for teachers, so... I mean, as long as he's not hitting the kids, I guess he can take a month to, you know, completely fuck up the curriculum. When you return home, you explain to your father exactly what happened regarding the murder. Your father just shakes his head. Can't say I don't sympathize with you, kid. He was a piece of shit anyway. Huh? The Eskimos? It's all yours if you want it. I've still got enough to pay for your education. Oh my god, he's giving us his complete inheritance. You obtain your father's inheritance. Good on captures. Yeah, I keep checking Hank, but I think we're good. You obtain your father's inheritance and use it all to set up a game show that will help your father find the woman of his dreams. And use it all to set up a public access game show. We can't get distracted by our own education. We gotta help our dad get laid. You obtain your father's estate, which consists mainly of a lot of valuable books that you figure you can sell for cash. With the money, you buy a building, set up a public access station. You spend the rest of your days tending to the facility and playing games for the patrons. Well, we got distracted. A public access game show with Steve Harvey. You eventually become so famous that you attract the attention of famous game show host Steve Harvey. Better than farming. Yeah, I think so. Still got all that though. Yeah, fuck it. One night after signing autographs and taking pictures with your fans, you retire to your private quarters where you play poker using only your feet. Man, rich people do some weird shit. A young girl enters. Around our age. She's a big fan, wanting to discuss the upcoming events and leave her wallet signed photo of you with you. She has a wallet signed photo that she's giving to us. On second thought, maybe talking to fans is a bad idea, especially if they're young. Yes, that is probably good. They tend to ignore basic security measures. That's what you're worried about? You're a fan. You're a female fan. And your father fall in love and get married. The end. I had to wrap up something. For years, you hide out from the world, being socializing and working for your business and working your business. Eventually, you grow accustomed to solitude. Man, this is sad. We spent all of our days helping Daddy, and we became a fucking mole person, and enjoy gaming online with others or reading comics. Incel. One day, you realize you spent over half your life hiding and decide to change your outlook. Hiding won't solve your problems. In fact, the more you've come to accept it, the easier it is to deal with. I guess the first step is acceptance. When does father die? Yeah, I might take that, Hank. I think we did it. I'm calling it for this story. We became so famous that a fan, in order to get close to us, married our dad. Oh, yes. Enhanced computer. Let's try that first. Download the story as JSON. I will try that right now. I think I can shut this down, right? There we go. Shut it down. JSON. Yeah. All right. Let's try this. Enhanced dot computer. Oh. Let me click on the link. Aha. All right. I'm intrigued. Hello, Detective Cyber. You have logged into Enhanced.computer, the world's most advanced image enhancement software. Our crime predicting AI has detected that someone is about to commit an offense against the law. The only way to stop it is to find a secret 4-letter code hidden in a photograph of the scene. Use Enhanced.computer by speaking out loud with your voice. Let's give verbal commands such as move up or zoom in or let's enhance. Okay. Can I just type it out? Oh, no, I can't. When you find the secret code, you must announce. The code is before the timer runs out. Our national security is at risk. But only you can save us. Okay. I'm intrigued. Damn. Okay, at least it shows you where... I have got to turn this down. Wait. Settings. Alright, here we go. Take 2. Enhance. Uh-oh. Is this not working? Hold on. Redoing. The code is NEDU. Woo! It was load-bearing sound. Apparently. Alright, let's see if that was just a... Enhance. Oh. Mission failed. Okay, okay. Enhance. I think I fucking broke it. I think the sound is integral to the... Hold on. Okay. Enhance. Enhance. The code is REAS. Boom. My eyesight is good. Image without a camera view. Oh, is that it? I just have to do... yeah, Hank. Yeah, I could, do a full crew Cobalt stream. Alright, I'm pretty sure I could just enhance. I don't know if this is cheating to lean in. Any percent. Enhance. Go down. Move down. Zoom in. Zoom in. Enhance. Move left. Enhance. 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 Move up. Enhance. Move left. Move down. Move down! The voice detection is going to be so annoying, yeah. Move down! Oh. Dang. Enhance. Zoom in. Move up. Move left. Move down. Enhance. Move down. Move right. Move right. Move right. Enhance. Move right. Oh my God. It's remember to read the messages. Wait, what? Remember to read the messages? Move right. Enhance. I can't. Oh, the code is QHOP. Damn. Oh, look at that. Woo! The win-lose message. Wait. Yep, it's a fish. Good work, detective. You saved the magic card from the day of reckoning. Mission failed. Oh no, the time. Wait a second. Mission failed successfully? Oh no, the time ran out. You did not save Maxwell from the machine. Okay. Enhance. Zoom in. Zoom in. Move right. Move down. Enhance. Move left. Move left. Move left. Move up. Move right. Enhance. Zoom in. Move up. Move right. Enhance. Move down. The complete opposite way. Oh no, time ran out. You did not save the kidnapped scientist from the GRU. Alright, I'm into this. Alright, one more and then we're going to do a story. Enhance. The code is KIYG. Boom! Good work, detective. You saved your boss from Mel Gibson. Woo! Alright. Alright, Hank, I will do that. Alright, let's get back to some weird scenarios then. Let's do a news story. Is this what AiPD is really like? Yeah, that's basically... Hold on, let me bookmark this. Enhance that computer. Oh, damn. Let me... I'm going to save that for later. Alright. Now I prefer to do... Click, 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 dot, click. Well, I'm curious now. Please click the button. Subject, click the button. New subject has entered.
Subject entered website.
Whoa.
Let's see.
Okay.
Chrome. Industry standard. Mainstream. Excellent choice. There we go. Lovely. Whoops! Subject is about to leave. That's troubling. Don't go. Don't go. Cute. Unusual behavior. Subject possibly neglects social obligations.
Interesting.
A loner? There. Check. It's done. The button has been clicked. And that
100
was
times.
fast.
You didn't move for 30 seconds.
An
Oh, okay.
adventurous type of subject. Okay. Subject's cursor is mostly on the top right part of the screen. Fascinating.
Okay.
No, really? Unconclusive behavior. Very odd. Whoopsie.
I feel like I did too much too quickly. And now it's
Oh,
like
for
just catching up.
fuck's sake.
Oh, shut up.
A triple click. Genius.
Subject has been oh, what?
Subject's cursor speed is pretty average. But hey, is there anything more
No movement for 30
interesting than
seconds.
an
Okay.
ordinary person? Inactive, bored possibly,
You entered the
waiting for
button.
something to happen.
You double clicked
Being
outside.
around for quite some time now. Subject seems to like me. Well, go on then. Elegant. Keep going. What is this subject trying to do? Hilarious.
This is spooky.
Oh, you're truly my favorite subject. Would you allow me
You double
to
right-clicked.
see you, please?
No, hell no.
Anonymity.
Oh my god, this is too much. You disconnected from the internet. How would it know if I opened it?
Moving around a lot now. Curious and energetic. Interesting.
Oh, I can save. Ah, interesting.
Stay focused.
Try dragging something onto the button. Oh, that's my calendar. You moved very fast. Okay.
So fast.
Thank you. F12. For console. Basically, if they want... Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was capable of knowing all of this stuff. That's interesting. Bookmarking that as well. Disconnect from the internet.
A passive subject is present.
Oh, what? Also, there's that guy watching you live. Yeah, I believe it. I felt that way about, what's that one game? Stanley Parable? I was like, what the? A passive subject. Drag the button?
Subject's clicks are shorter than most other subjects. Strike fast. Yeah, click. Moving a lot. Interesting behavior.
Talk to Transformer.
Yes, take it easy. Press a little longer.
I will.
Well, well, well.
Baton. Alright. I'm too sucked in. These clicker games, they just get to you. And having the achievements is very smart. Try to unlock them though.
Okay.
Alright. I gotta quit now. Before I get sucked in. See what happens if you whip your dick out. Yeah, does it have dick detection technology? I didn't realize there was a dick sensor on my computer, but now I do know. Anybody know a scenario? Actually, let's type a random word. We don't have to do just text adventure. You gotta... does someone got like a genre? Cory? Just type Cory in. No, sorry, no Cory. A genre or a... yeah, a genre or something. My new Hank and Adeline is this one. Monkey in a cubicle. Is that one of them? Oh, we got 2 monkey stories. This is a dramatic retelling of a battle which a single monkey overwhelms an entire legion. Or, monkeys took over the world. Now everyone is back to monkey or kept by monkeys. I think... oh, no, that's my story? You want to just do monkey in a cubicle? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Keeping it nice and simple. It's been a while since we did just a super simple prompt. You are a monkey in a cubicle.
A tiny, furred ape with big black eyes and an insatiable lust for the strange unknown.
It's cool.
You have never been outside your cage. You don't know what it is like to walk upright on 2 legs or hold something that isn't food or water.
Is the AI implying that a cubicle is a cage? Because they are right. You decide to drink all of the coffee in the break room and intentionally decide to not make any more.
The manager comes by every hour but he can only look at you from behind his desk. He doesn't see how you are constantly staring out into the hallway. How your eyes move everywhere except where they should be looking.
Wow, that sounds like a previous managerial note. Hey, you're looking at the hallway. You should be looking at those files on your computer. You notice Cory from AiPD's jeans, which are drenched in coffee. You wish you were more like Cory.
More confident and secure in yourself. It would help if SHE had less hair.
Why does it think
SHE
Cory's
has
a
long,
woman, always?
thick blonde curls that hang past her shoulders. They stick together when wet and sometimes get caught on things.
Okay. Sounds like we want to have sex with Cory. Is Cory a common, like, woman's name? I can't say I know any female Corys, or I've ever have met on Cory. Yeah, here you go. You walk right up to Cory's cubicle and hit on her. Ah, yes, yeah. Anime is right, Hank. Jim is is out. But all Jim has to do to return to the show is get vaccinated. So, you haven't seen Jim in a while because of that.
Hi, you say as sweetly as possible. I was wondering, do you want to go grab lunch? Cory blinks rapidly, her eyes are bright blue and clear. Not too much makeup.
Alright, now I feel like it's in Cory's best interest to say no. Nah, because I don't want to hang around him if he's not vaccinated. I don't know. And he has to get vaccinated anyway, so why doesn't he just do it? If he wants to go back to Thailand. I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I thought it was an online group. I know Jim in real life. I know Cory and Tony as well, and we all know each other. Also, I think when you blink rapidly, that's just like you're like trying to Morse code for help. That's like when you're like a captured prisoner and you're on like one of those videos where you're like, I'm safe and they're feeding me well, but they want the ransom money, and you're trying to blink. They're gonna kill me. They've got knives and they're psychopathic. They're never gonna pay. Hey, AiPD is a very important IRL sexual element. Yeah. Me too, anime. I hope things can be resolved amicably, but I don't want to get into it, Hank, but okay. Cory stares at her computer for a while, but reluctantly agrees. Next it. Oh man.
You walk down the hall with her and try not to think about how hard her ass looks in those jeans.
Hard?
You hope SHE wears underwear under them because there is no way you could stop thinking about her naked body if SHE didn't.
Ooh, not appropriate at work, but I guess. You know, it's like for liabilities reasons that they like don't date anybody at work, but so many people meet each other at work. Nice, she works out, yeah. Rock hard ass. You take Cory for a nice dinner at Applebee's. Ew, Applebee's
You order
wine.
wine and pay for everything. You feel really good about yourself and Cory seems to like it too.
Yeah, it's okay. You're a monkey. Oh. But reluctantly, middle manager. Hell yeah. That's a great character.
So, you ask after ordering dessert. Do you work here?
Why would I ask that? She works at the office.
Cory
but
nods.
I guess I'm the idiot. Because I guess two job Cory. Your date is interrupted by but reluctantly middle manager at your company. And he joins you thinking this was a work outing. He just wasn't invited to. This is a very Dwight moment.
He sits across from you and asks if you're dating anyone. He says it with a smile, but you can tell he's worried.
Yes. Oh no.
You don't say anything. You've already decided that you will never bring Cory home again.
Oh no. What does that mean? We'll never bring Cory home ever again. Ever and again, I guess. You get annoyed by Butt's presence and tell him, hey, no offense, but this was a date and you just ruined everything. And then we're gonna get double down on this. This is why no one in the office likes you. But
Bud is surprised by your sudden outburst. He apologizes profusely and leaves before you can say another word.
I didn't need to say that last part. Now I'm regretting the whole thing.
It takes Cory almost half an hour to calm down enough to talk to you again.
Yeah, understandable. You get dessert and attempt to what am I trying to say here? You get dessert and attempt to impress Cory with a funny joke you heard.
A guy walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What's ya have?"
What do y'all have?
The guy says, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe a beer." "Okay, give me one of those beers over there," the bartender says.
Okay, you're the bartender though.
"I don't think so," the guy says.
I hope this joke has a punchline.
"Just give me the beer," the bartender demands. The guy pulls out his wallet and hands the bartender $50.
$50.
"Here," the guy says. "Now make my beer."
Okay. $50 to make my own beer? If you don't know, it takes like 3 weeks minimum to make beer.
Cory laughs hysterically at your story. SHE tells you that SHE works in the mailroom.
So, it's a thinker? Yeah, I think
You
it is.
decide that you like her even better than you thought you did.
The joke wasn't funny, but our soothing cadence of reading the joke, I feel like, sealed the deal. She forgot about the whole incident with Butt reluctantly. Things are going well. And Cory asks if she can come over to your place. You agree. And you both walk out to the parking lot, where you are shocked to see that Butt reluctantly has ... What has Butt reluctantly done?
Followed you. Cory smiles brightly and says, "You don't mind if I invite him, do you?" You don't know what to say. You look at Bud and he gives you a nervous smile.
But you are the biggest cock block I've ever met. You make my life a living hell, and yet I'm supposed to feel bad for you? I do feel bad for going too hard earlier, so. You politely ask if Butt wants to hang out. Oh, thank God.
Bud reluctantly shakes his head. No, thank you. I'm just going to stay here and wait for you guys to leave.
Thank you, Jesus.
You get in your car and start driving away.
You and Cory arrive at your apartment and begin making out.
Cory starts taking off her clothes. SHE is wearing a white tank top and pink cotton panties. SHE unbuttons her shirt and exposes her braless breasts.
Her braless breast.
You reach up and cup her tits through her shirt.
All right. See, as soon as you even hint at some sexual content, the AI just goes off on a maelstrom of horny dialogue. That's probably like 90% of the internet is just horny dialogue. And so as soon as you mention even the most faint of attraction or anything, a kiss on the cheek just turns into this. You hear something. You put your hands right down, right through the shirt. Yeah, I'm confused. I guess a tank top's not really. Did it have holes in it? You hear something outside your window. Someone is watching you. You put on your shirt and run outside to see
Who it is. There is no one there. You turn around and see Cory pulling her pants down. SHE turns and sees you standing there in shock. SHE grabs your hand and drags you inside.
Okay. Sorry for getting distracted. You shut the door and continue your advances towards Cory. You are interrupted by the sound of glass breaking.
You look outside and see Bud reluctantly climbing up onto the roof. Cory yells, "Get down from there. What the hell are you doing?" Bud reluctantly jumps down and runs into your apartment.
Oh, we gotta next this. What the fuck? You broke a window and you were climbing the roof?
You yell at him, "You're crazy." Bud reluctantly answers, "I know. That's why I did it." Cory says, "He broke my window."
Oh, wow. Presumptive to think that it's your window. It's my apartment. Oh, it's your window in my apartment. I see. You call the police on Butt and tell him that he will be going to jail tonight. Sorry, but
Cory says, he's such a jerk. I hate him.
wow.
You hug Cory tightly and kiss her. Cory says, I love you.
Wow, fast.
You pull away and say, I love you too.
Wow. Just awkward not to say, I guess, if someone says it. The police arrive and take Butt away.
You two go back to your apartment.
Oh boy.
Cory gets undressed and crawls into bed. You lie beside her and hold her tight. After a few minutes, Cory says, let's fuck.
What's up, Sticky? I'm on early and I'm on a Tuesday for the first time in a long time. Yeah, doing some bonus stories, playing games. Just kind of random hanging out. So how did you two meet? Well, let's not talk about the first time we met. You feel something strange under the sheets. You look and are shocked and frightened to see butt.
He is crawling towards you, slowly moving his arms and legs. You scream and jump out of bed. Cory screams as well. Cory stands in the middle of your room, naked except for her pink panties.
Butt crawls towards you. But you grab the lamp off of your nightstand and hit him over the head with it. Isn't this supposed to be spooky, not lewd? Well, now it's spooky now that Butt reluctantly has shown up in our bedroom after the police just took him away. So, I'm weaving. Sometimes it gets a little sexy before it gets a little scary. That's right up horror movies alley.
He falls unconscious. You check his pulse and find that he is still alive. You throw the lamp on the floor and kick him in the face with your foot.
Jesus.
You pick up the lamp and smash it against his head.
You go to phone the police again. But has disappeared. The power goes out. And the phone line is dead. You tell Cory to lock herself in your room, and you search your apartment for a weapon. It's something ripped straight from The Grudge, yeah.
You find some scissors and cut the screen off of your front window. You climb up on the roof and use them to break through the window.
We use scissors to break through a window? I guess it's better than our bare hands.
You get in and crawl through the broken window.
That's dangerous. You see Butt standing in your kitchen. Clutching a butcher's knife. You tackle Butt to the ground. And a attempt to rustle the knife from his hands. You stab Butt right in the eye with your scissors. The situation seems worse than being pony zoned. Yeah, this is getting scary now.
You try to pull the blade out of Butt's eye socket, but it won't come out.
Ugh, yucky.
Your arm is bleeding badly.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't climb to a window with broken glass.
You drag Butt into your bedroom and tie him up with the cord from your telephone.
This is kind of like that new game, the 12 Minutes or whatever, with Willem Dafoe. He's the creepy guy coming in to kill us. You ask, but why are you doing this? Oh, that's the creepiest answer.
Butt replies, because I love you.
I don't love you back. That is one-sided.
What? You say.
What? Oh, no.
I've been in love with you since the first time I saw you. You have no idea how many times I wished I could have sex with you.
Oh, my God. Unrequited love. A PS1 style horror game about butt reluctantly breaking your home would be horrifying. Yeah, I'm a little unsettled. Oh my God. Why won't you die, butt? Tell me that. You notice an odd pentagram tattoo on Butt's chest.
You say, who did that to you? Butt replies, it was done by a woman named Amber. Amber is a friend of yours. You say, how do you know her?
Good question.
Butt says, we were together for a while. I guess SHE couldn't handle the commitment. SHE dumped me after only a few months. You are confused and say, why would SHE do that?
I mean, we know. Butt sucks. And wait, don't you like me? You're in love with me, but you dated my friend Amber? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe he has the answer, actually.
SHE seemed like a nice girl. Butt says, SHE wanted to be in control. SHE thought we should only have sex when SHE said so.
That's definitely a fetish. The control.
You say, that doesn't make any sense.
It makes a lot of sense, though. You notice Butt's wounds seem to suspiciously heal all on their own.
You say, I think you need to go to the hospital. Butt says, no, I'm fine now. Just leave me alone. You sit down on the couch and cry.
You knock on your neighbor's door. I've created a monster, yeah. Your neighbor answers. Your neighbor, Priest Johansson, answers the door and asks what you want. You ask if he can perform an exorcism on butt. Can you exorcise my butt? An exorcism. Exorcism. There you go. I think that's it. Oh shit.
Priest Johansson says, I'll have to check with Mother Superior.
Mother Superior.
Mother Superior is a nun that lives next door.
I'm in the village.
You tell him that you are worried about Bud. He says, I don't know. That's not something I usually do. You ask him if he knows who did it. He says, yes. You say, can you tell me? Priest Johansson says, no.
Thanks for giving me the runaround, Johansson. Mother Superior answers the door and looks otherworldly. Mother Superior gives Johansson permission to perform the exorcism. Sure is handy to have a priest and Mother Superior right next to each other. Yeah. Glad we didn't have to drive anywhere.
You hear a voice inside your head saying, don't let him kill Cory.
Ooh, is that part of the ceremony?
You say, thank you, and go home. When you arrive at your apartment, Cory is sitting on the couch reading a book.
You approach Cory, but stop short when you notice Cory is transforming into a... Whoa!
Giant cockroach.
Yuck!
You start screaming and run out of the apartment. You return to your apartment where you find Cory is back to normal. You say, what happened? Cory says, I just changed my shape.
You just changed your shape. And you're saying that like I'm the crazy person. You know, I just changed into a cockroach. No big deal. I do it all the time. I thought you would have known that about me. I thought that's why you asked me out, actually. I thought the cockroach would turn you on. I'm very turned off now. She's a were-cockroach. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I saw the light from the outside and it turned me into a giant cockroach. Just make sure you always keep the door closed and I won't be a giant cockroach. Okay. You look around and notice that butt has disappeared again. You asked Cory if she saw where he went.
Cory says, no, I didn't see anything.
Worthless.
You say, well, let's go to the hospital then. You walk out of your apartment and lock the door behind you.
You get in the car and start it up, but it doesn't move. You and Cory look out the window to see that Butt has transformed into... Okay, another rare cockroach.
A giant green cockroach. You scream and drive away. You get to the hospital and park in the emergency room. The nurse tells you that they will take care of your injuries.
It's more of like mental injuries because I've had a lot of shit that I've learned today and I am not okay with it. You sit in recovery and Cory tells you everything about her were cockroach form and how when she joined a satanic cult, they made her drink something that changed her forever. All because you put one monkey in a cubicle. Exactly. I mean, we're still a monkey, so I guess changing into cockroaches isn't the weirdest thing in the story.
You say, what do you mean by changed?
Oh my
Cory
god.
says, I turned into a giant cockroach.
Yeah, I should have guessed that.
You say, what?
What?
Cory says, I had sex with a cockroach once.
Oh my god. Was that before or after you turned into a giant cockroach? I don't want to know. Please don't answer that. You revert into a primal state and fight the giant butt cockroach.
You defeat Butt and burn him alive.
Damn.
You drop Cory off at her apartment and return to your apartment.
No sex tonight. I'm not in the mood.
You open the door and find Cory waiting for you. SHE says, I told you I'd be here.
You tell Cory. I just want to eat my bananas and go to bed. Please leave. Woo!
Cory says, I'm sorry I ruined your life. You say, go to hell. Cory says, I'll see you soon. You say, fuck you.
Oh my god. Wow. I just wanted to go to bed. I didn't want to. Well, I guess we ruined 2 relationships today. Let's do next time on Monkey in a Cubicle.
You find yourself in a strange world filled with mysterious creatures and evil sorcerers. Giant cockroaches. I got this story from one of my best friends, Amber.
It started out as a home invasion movie and turned into a Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, what the? Well, it started out as Office Space, then it turned into a home invasion movie, then it turned into Nightmare on Elm Street, and then it ended with just a awkward ending. All right. We could do one more story. Biz, you got a prompt? Anybody got a prompt? You are a blank, and you're in a blank. We'll keep it super simple. So that last one was you're a monkey in a cubicle. I would like to get away. You are Jason in a giant pumpkin. Okay, I like that. You are Jason in a giant pumpkin. That's all we need.
You look out at the world and you know that it is yours for as long as you can keep your head above water.
Mm-hmm.
Your job, like his, will be to stay alive while keeping watch over what lies below, and sometimes not so much under but you
Beyond where any human can see. This is a big pumpkin. You have lived atop this pumpkin for as long as you can remember.
It was an old man's idea of a good time, after he'd had too many drinks and couldn't sleep anymore. He said there were no real monsters left on Earth except maybe in our heads.
Okay. You see a pack of wolves approach. You see a pack of starving wolves approach the pumpkin. You know what you have to do.
The first wolf looks up at you with eyes full of hate. I'll eat you last, it growls.
Whoa,
But
talking
then
wolf.
another wolf says something that surprises even you. We'll share.
Okay. Well, at least the wolves are friendly with each other. They're not total psychopaths. Alright. Instead of using a weapon, I think we could use some, You attempt to sow dissent amongst the wolves, and you tell the first wolf.
Don't listen to him, I'm going to eat all of you. But they only smile back at you, teeth bared. They say nothing more until the leader tells them to stop circling around and attack.
Mm-hmm. You use the art of the pumpkin to defeat the wolves.
With each passing second, you feel yourself becoming lighter, almost weightless, and you realize how much you've grown attached to the monster. And now you must choose between staying inside or being eaten by those
The pumpkin's a monster? I guess it's... If something's big enough, it's a monster. You hop off the pumpkin for the first time in your life and take a battle stance.
The wolves are confused, but they soon figure out that you aren't one of their kind. Their jaws drop open when they see the size of your feet.
Big old clown feet.
Eat me, you laugh. I don't care if you share.
The wolves begin to gnaw. The wolves begin to eat your giant feet. But your foot fungus makes them incredibly sick.
One wolf vomits into its mouth and crawls away from the rest. You follow it and watch as the wolf falls asleep. You find a small patch of grass and lie down next to the wolf.
That's odd. So all the wolves get sick from eating our foot fungus, and they just fall. Well, I guess we just like, oh, you're our wolf now, and they're like, what the fuck? Your cell phone, which has a text message from your adopted son, Tony. You read the message reads,
Mommy, I'm so sorry about everything. I
Yeah.
love you.
sometimes I like to mix it up. Being a single father to Tony, I like to mix it up and say, hey, how about you start calling me mommy? And he goes, what? Yeah, exactly.
It is then that you hear the voice of the pumpkin. My name is Jason. Who are you?
Oh my god.
And you answer, I am the Pumpkin King.
All right, I think that's a good next time on The Nightmare Before Christmas 2. Oh my god.
A girl comes home from school and finds her parents dead.
Yikes. They really take a turn for...
A boy who is always alone finally meets someone special.
Okay, that sounds right about that, up the alley.
Two children who think they are twins discover they are actually half-siblings.
That doesn't make any sense. They're actually half-siblings, so they're not twins then? How can you be twins and half-siblings? I don't think you can. That means you'd be like two different dads. I wonder if that's possible. To have two different dads but be twins. I'm not. They just look similar. Yeah, I guess. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night on that one. Two dads. Wow. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with hopefully the full crew. I think Tony's back from Las Vegas. And yeah, Cory should be here as well. Thank you, Anime. Thanks to everybody for watching. Submit your spooky prompts. Let me put the link in the chat. Put a little ghost emoji if you want it, if it's spooky. Or if it's spooky, I'll just know. Bye ho wee way. See you tomorrow. We'll be doing user submitted prompts tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. I'll probably start early too, and we'll do the normal full crew experience at 9. So see you then. Bye ho wee way.